Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina would appear to be a far cry from the classics, but Chaucer would be very proud of the fight that his Chanticleers will bring to the teal. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, Chanticleers will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will take the first swing of the game. First down for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
The Chanticleers offense will go to work for the first time today. To the air, it's Vasco. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Running with power. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Off the play fake on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. On the run, it's Bennett. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Got it set up on the outside.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The shot that clears will punt it away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it a little bit.
And just break that extra tackle, you know, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Taylor. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Dropping back, it's Vasco. Quick strike complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He'll try to pop the draw. At the 45, on his way. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And the shot to clears have their offense in high gear. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got a man. It's Tucker.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
He looks that one in nicely. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The shot that clears will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Pocket starts to collapse. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. And they're able to get him on the ground. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. spot the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Brown has it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29 after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Off play action on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Sweet feet on the move.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll put the tight end in motion. The give out of the gun. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Hard running there. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, running back on the move. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. And the Cavaliers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Now on 2nd and goal.
It's now 2nd and goal.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. As they come to the line on 3rd down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
That's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off play action. The quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Now on second down. Looking for room. It's Washington. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Chanticleers are rolling down the field. Right back to the well. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Leaves it with the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Ready to fire from the pistol.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Basco. Throws to the tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. He'll keep it himself. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The give to the left side. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Wants to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Looking to move it through the air. Heaves it deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to throw it again. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab on the left side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. LSU has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 10 over UCLA. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on second down. With the catch, it's Tucker. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. The Cavaliers will call on their punt team. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
And the Cavaliers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Taylor. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Using his legs, it's Bennett. Breaks the tackle. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. The shot that clears look to keep this drive humming. The give to the tailback. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Vasco. Got it! Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the shot to clear is trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Encroachment. Defense.
The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground. There's not much to lose this close to the end zone. Power ahead. Touchdown, shot to clear. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. The offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Fields. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive and now in business near midfield at the 49. Gonna run it. It's Pace. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Keeps it and gets past the chains. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got the tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Power football with the run. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Here comes the offense on first down. Makes his man miss. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. To the air. It's Calandria. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
That makes the score. Virginia, 17. Coastal Carolina, 10.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Just keeps moving. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Chanticleers will line it up on 1st and 10. At the 45, on his way. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Vasco. Dumps it off in the flats. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down coming up. They'll go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Caught, close to the marker, it's Bennett. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And the Chanticleers have pushed it inside the 20. Looking left. Complete downfield. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Colorado State is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of getting Cam the rest of the day off. They're up 14 over UTEP.
Wants to throw on 1st down.
We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're setting up the screen. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Snags a quick pass on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Now the play fake. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Line getting set on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Basco. Quickly out to the tight end. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
It's complete. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. 2nd and goal for this offense.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On the ground with the counter. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Feeling some heat. He wants it all. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. And they go back on top.
All field goals are not created equal. Kicks in the 4th quarter take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. Back to pass, it's Calandria. He's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They want to just keep throwing it. Caught over the middle. It's Pace. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Brings up 2nd down.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. Flips it out to the back. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's caught downfield. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. He's looking to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. And he's just going to spike it. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. He got it. Final minute of play. Guys, it's all tied up. The stage is set for some serious drama.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense does not completely screw this thing up.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Going up top on first down. They've got the screen set up. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Timeout is called with just a single second left. On second down, looking again to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. And finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The shot that clears will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw. It's Vasco. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. He's got it and still on his feet. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. He'll do it himself. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Cavaliers have moved it inside the 20. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On the move, it's Pace. He got it in! A walk-off touchdown in overtime!
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.